On the news at 7, Governor Ayedatiwa urges unity as APC leaders endorse President Tinubu's re-election bid. NEMA reports significant human impact of flooding across Nigerian states. Ghana President Mahama reaffirms commitment to ECOWAS protocols, refutes xenophobia claims against Nigerians. And from the foreign scene, demonstrators rally in Brazil as Trump unveils higher tariffs on over 60 countries. Good evening and welcome to Osrc News at 7. Kunle Ariyo is my name. The Ondo State Leaders Caucus of the All Progressives Congress (APC) has endorsed President Bola Tinubu for re-election, launching a new umbrella group titled Ondo State for Tinubu 2027. The endorsement took place at the Government House Banquet Hall in Akure, gathering 33 members of the party's caucus led by Governor Loki Ayedatiwa, and it aims to mirror the party's national structure. In his address, Governor Ayedatiwa urged party members to unite around common goal and express confidence in the APC's growing influence in Ondo State as the 2027 general elections approach. Government House correspondent Ohabankole now reports. We bring that report in the course of the bulletin. We'll move now in a move to promote work-life balance for civil servants. The Ondo State government has reiterated the importance of relaxation and recreation for workers after long hours of duty. This comes as the State Head of Service, Bayo Philip, commissioned new and renovated facilities at the Ondo State Senior Staff Club in Akure. The report. Members and well-wishers gathered to commission a series of upgraded facilities aimed at enhancing relaxation for workers. The head of service, Bayo Phillips, emphasized the need for adequate rest and recreation among civil servants. He noted that such a moment of relaxation are vital for maintaining productivity and mental well-being. Philip applauded the efforts of the club's executive committee under Dr. Olayemi Brown for what he described as transformative leadership. He also attributed the progress recorded at the club to the focused leadership of various executives and called on incoming leaders to build on these gains.
This has been made possible because the successive leadership has been a focus to one. Year in, year out, we have something positive to add. I really want to appreciate all of you that have served before, and those that are currently serving, and those who will be coming aboard a couple of days from now.
He particularly appreciated Governor Loki Ayedatiwa for his continued support for state workforce, reaffirming government's commitment to further infrastructure upgrades within the club. The former club president, Dr. Olayemi Brown, expressed satisfaction over the completed projects and appealed to government for further assistance, including the laying of asphalt across the remaining part of the club premises.
Unity and the enduring spirit of purposeful collaboration. It is indeed a day of honor and reflection. We are particularly elated and proud to commission the newly constructed Honorable Dr. Loki Ayedatiwa Chalet, a befitting edifice named in honor of Your Excellency. Permit me to especially express a heartfelt appreciation for the key role you played during your time as Deputy Governor in facilitating the construction of the road leading to this club. That singular intervention has significantly improved access to our premises.
Of the Father, Amen. The Son, Amen. And of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
The highlight of the event was the commissioning of the newly constructed 10-room chalet named after the governor, Dr. Loke Chalet, alongside 2 renovated bars, the head of service bar and Adiokiki bar. The ceremony also featured award presentations to individuals who have contributed to the growth of the club and public service. Honorees included the head of service, Bayo Philip, who received the Public Service Excellence Award, Dr. Brown with the Distinguished Leadership Award, and Okpoyemi Akoledowo, who was named Staff of the Year. With the new facilities in place and a renewed commitment from government and club leadership, the Ondo State Senior Staff Club is poised to remain a hub of relaxation and recreation for workers in the state. Kunle Ariyo, Osrc News. Fresh figures from the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA, have shown the human loss of the 2025 flooding season in Nigeria. The agency's latest figures released showed that a total of 165 people have been confirmed dead, 82 others remain missing, and 119,791 residents have been touched by flood-related disasters across 19 states. The report also detailed the scale of displacement and destruction, with children and women making up the majority of victims. According to data, the states with the highest number of affected persons are Imo, Rivers, Abia, Borno, and Kaduna State. The 19 states affected are Abia, FCT, Adamawa, Oka, Imo, Anambra, Bayelsa, Borno, Edo, Gombe, Imo, Jigawa, Kaduna, Kano, Kogi, Kwara, Niger, Ondo, Rivers, and Sokoto states. Wife of the President, Senator Oluremi Tinubu, has invited members of the diplomatic community to enjoy the richness of Nigerians' culture, fashion, cuisine, and tradition. She said these have remained unrivaled as the nation processes a rich and diverse scope of the aforementioned. The First Lady, in a release by a media assistant, Bosola Kukoyi, spoke while receiving in audience Taiwan Chief of Mission to Nigeria and the Yunhun at the State House, Abuja. Mrs. Tinubu, who welcomed the Chief of Mission back to Nigeria after his first stint in 1993, praised the enthusiasm of both countries to scale up trade and cultural relations. Chief of Taiwan's mission to Nigeria, Andy Nyimping, explained that even without formal diplomatic relations between Nigeria and Taiwan, the two countries have leveraged a memorandum of understanding signed in 1990 to facilitate trade exchange, which stood at about $400 million at the end of the first quarter of year 2024. Leo pointed out that his home country is eager to expand the trade volume between the two countries, especially in health, education, and technology. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll give you more stories. Please do stay with us.
It is time to prioritize your health with the Jiggy Ashiwaju Free Medical Outreach. Date Thursday, 7th August 2025. Time 8 a.m. prompt. Venue Grassroots Movement for Tinubu Office, number 25, Oyemekun Road, Adigbola Junction, Akure. Come and enjoy a full range of absolutely free medical services, medical checkups, eye examinations, free eyeglasses, free medications, and many more health-boosting surprises. It is your chance to care for your body, protect your vision, and take charge of your health at no cost. Tell your neighbors, bring your family. This is a medical outreach with purpose and compassion. Proudly brought to you by the Grassroots Movement for Tinubu Ondo State Chapter, working to build a healthier and stronger community. GMT. In God we trust.
welcome back and thanks for joining us on News at 7 on Osrc TV. You can watch us live on our website www.osrc.ng or follow us on Facebook at Osrc TV and on YouTube. You can subscribe to our channel Osrc TV Ondo. The Lagos State chapter of the Nigerian Veterinary Medical Association has confirmed a rabies outbreak in the Ajah area of Lagos State. This announcement was made in a public health alert issued by the association's chairman, Dr. Ofua Mark, following laboratory confirmation by the National Veterinary Research Institute in Vom, Plateau State. Dr. Mark linked the outbreak to the increasing presence of unqualified individuals posing as veterinarians administering vaccines improperly, and he expressed serious concern over the abuse of the rabies vaccine, which, though widely available, is often mishandled due to the lack of regulatory enforcement. The association has officially notified relevant authorities, including the Lagos State Ministry of Agriculture and the Nigerian Center for Disease Control and Prevention, and in response, the government has launched containment efforts involving contact tracing, isolation protocols, and intensified surveillance in the affected Ajah Lekki axis. The Ondo State Leaders Caucus of the All Progressives Congress (APC) has endorsed President Bola Tinubu for re-election, launching a new umbrella group titled Ondo State for Tinubu 2027. The endorsement took place at the Government House Banquet Hall in Akure, gathering statutory members of the party's caucus led by Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa, and it aims to mirror the party's national structure. In his address, Governor Aiyedatiwa urged members to unite around a common goal and expressed confidence in the APC's growing influence in Ondo State as the 2027 general elections approach. Government House correspondent Wahab Ankole now reports.
At the Government House Banquet Hall in Akure, the Ondo State Leaders Caucus of the ruling All Progressives Congress (APC), led by Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa, convened to strategize on strengthening the party ahead of the 2027 general elections. The interactive session fostered unity and collaboration among party leaders as they map out plans to secure victory and build lasting cohesion within the party.
Whenever the progressive govern this state is always at peace, and this state is noted to be a progressive state, and so shall it be for life. I want to please and beg each and every one of us. This party is our party. We must come together to build the party. And the election that is knocking at our door, the election of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, is my election, is your election, is our election.
And I think we work together. It is important we work together. We have human resources here, experienced individuals who can assist the government, assist the governor in taking very good decisions.
Leader of the APC in Ondo State, Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa, addressed party leaders after an interactive session emphasizing the critical need for unity among members. He expressed confidence that the APC will grow stronger in the state. During the meeting, Governor Aiyedatiwa also highlighted his administration's developmental achievements since commencing his first full term in February, reaffirming his commitment to advancing Ondo State's progress.
We are in charge of our party, and our party is the only platform on which you can run. So support the structure of the party. And the government is presenting that face, that platform for every one of us. All we are trying to do is to render service to our people and govern the best way we think we can. Health sector, health workers also were recruited. Our hospitals were having serious issues at the time in terms of having health workers and doctors couldn't cope. Now we are looking for doctors to employ.
Governor Aiyedatiwa stressed that the state caucus will hold regular meetings to reaffirm the party's leadership supremacy, insisting that all groups in Ondo State must align under the party's guidance. He also revealed the National Economic Council's plan to launch the Renewed Hope World Development Program, designed to accelerate grassroots development across the state.
Needless to say, road construction is ongoing across the 18 local government. And just as I've mentioned to the cabinet, that all commissioners should go back to their local government and nominate a road. Yes, in their local government and bring it up so that we can process it and award it. Apart from the ones we are doing already, that they should go and your local government is being represented. So if I say the commissioner should go and bring, and I told them it is not in your backyard, the one that will be for public use, for public, we will put that caveat for public use. That is to tell you that we are ready to work, and it's not, we are not here to joke. I know there are still more to be done, and we're barely 4 to 5 months in office of our first term, and we are running fast too.
At the meeting's conclusion, party leaders unanimously endorsed President Bola Tinubu for re-election, launching the umbrella group Ondo State for Tinubu 2027. The caucus also appointed Secretary to the State Government, Dr. Taiwo Fashoranti, and APC State Secretary, Mrs. Roslyn Okafor, to lead the coordination of the State Secretariat. From the banquet hall of the Government House in Akure, Wahab Bankole, Osrc News.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation says it has taken note of concerns raised by various stakeholders in the media industry regarding the recent suspension of the operations of Badegi FM, a radio station in Minna, by Niger State government over allegations of incitement. In a statement by Special Assistant on Media to the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Rabi Ibrahim, the ministry, while acknowledging the concerns raised, noted that the suspension of broadcasting licenses falls within the purview of the National Broadcasting Commission (NBC), as stipulated by law. It therefore welcomed the decision of the Niger State government to formally report the perceived unethical behavior of the Badegi FM to the NBC for resolution. The minister appeals to all parties to remain calm, assuring that the NBC has the necessary mechanism to resolve the issue in a fair and impartial manner. Niger State Governor Mohammed Bago reportedly issued the suspension directive during an expanded Niger State APC caucus meeting in Minna, citing allegations of unethical broadcasting and incitement against the government. The Nigerian Labour Congress (NLC) has expressed concern over the newly adopted National Industrial Relations Policy by the federal government. According to the statement by the NLC President Joe Ajaero, the new policy would make embarking on strike a criminal issue and silence trade unions. Ajaero recalled earlier attempts during the development of the National Industrial Relations Policy for Nigeria to insert certain clauses that criminalized strike actions. He said the trade unions, employers, and representatives of the Federal Ministry of Labor rejected such instructions as anomalous to the 1999 Constitution and the Trade Unions Act, which grant trade unions the power to withdraw their services in line with the law. Ajaero assured Nigerian workers that the leadership of the Congress and the labor movement remained watchful on their mandate of protecting the rights interest and hard-won industrial liberties of workers. The Nigerian Immigration Service (NISC) has urged Nigerians to use their US visas responsibly and in strict compliance with the stated purpose of their application. In a statement in Abuja, the service public relations officer Akinshola Kilabi said Nigerians holding US visas must adhere to the terms and conditions under which the visas were granted. He also advised Nigerian students in the US to remain in active study programs and refrain from unauthorized withdrawal or absenteeism. He noted that such actions could result in visa cancellation and loss of future eligibility for US travel. The NIS warned that US consular officers reserve the right to deny tourism visas to applicants suspected of intending to travel for the purpose of giving birth in a bid to secure US citizenship for their children. And straight to the foreign scene, President John Mahama of Ghana has reaffirmed his country's commitment to the Economic Community of West African States protocols, especially pertaining to the free movement of persons and goods in the region. Mahama also assured Nigeria that his country would not descend into xenophobia. The Ghanaian president gave the assurance when he received President Bola Tinubu's special envoy, led by Minister of State for Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Beakan Udumegu Ojukwu in Accra. President Mahama noted that the recirculation of the old video made by a Nigerian residing in Ghana over 10 years ago actually generated tension, but gladly announced that the situation was swiftly managed. The president, who explained that the protesters who were not up to 50, assured the envoy of the safety and protection of the lives, properties, and businesses of Nigeria and Nigerians in Ghana. The US tariff are set to take effective next week, targeting more than 60 countries. Among those hardest hit is Brazil, which now faces some of the steepest levies under the new policy unveiled by US President Donald Trump. The move has sparked widespread protest across Brazil. Demonstrators are voicing strong opposition, accusing the US of political interference, especially as the tariffs coincide with sensitive legal proceedings involving former Brazilian President Aderunke Kolawole completes the story.
Protests began in the morning with demonstrators burning the American flag in front of the U.S. Embassy in the capital, Brazilian, and the U.S. Consulate in São Paulo, voicing angry over what they call political blackmail. President Donald Trump's use of trade pressure to defend former Brazilian President Jair Bolsonaro, his longtime ally. Bolsonaro is standing trial at the Supreme Court for allegedly plotting a coup to stay in power after losing the 2022 election, just days after Bolsonaro took office in 2023. Bolsonaro supporters stormed Brazil's Congress, Supreme Court, and Presidential Palace, calling on the military to arrest him. Trump says Bolsonaro is innocent, a victim of a judicial witch hunt. He announced a 50% tariff on all Brazilian exports, ordering Bolsonaro's trial to stop immediately. In a last-minute shift, 700 products were spared, among them orange juice, but orange producers remain uneasy.
The tariffs have no commercial motive. They're political and personal. We can only hope common sense will prevail.
Polls show 60% of Brazilians say Trump is wrong, with protests spreading to other cities until nightfall. Lula's popularity, once dwindled, is now on the rise.
Brazil is under attack. We have to rally in favor of our sovereignty. We're a democracy with 3 independent powers. The U.S. should respect that, as Brazilians do.
Supreme Court Justice Alessandra de Moraes, who is spearheading Bolsonaro's trial, says he will ignore Trump's economic pressure, including Magnitsky Act sanctions imposed on him, and that the trial will continue.
The judiciary will not accept any attempt to subject the Supreme Court to the scrutiny of another state through hostile acts.
Exporters whose products were not spared are pushing for more exemption before the full tariff takes effect next. But across Brazil, the message is clear: justice will not be traded. Aderonke Kolawole, Osrc News.
I'll go straight to sports now. The football pitch of Okakoko came alive at 7th edition of the Akogun's Cup, sponsored by former special advisor to Ondo State Governor Olubenga Omole, reached its grand finale. The tournament, held annually since 2018 in demonstration of the Oka Day celebrations, once again brought the community together to celebrate unity, youth empowerment, and sporting excellence. Ayo Oluwatomiwa Adetunji reports.
It takes a long one.
After weeks of fierce competition, passion, and breathtaking goals, it all came down to this moment, the grand finale of the 7th Akogun's Cup in Okakoko. Pride, glory, and bragging rights were on the line as local favourite Wangara FC faced off against a determined Ibaka FC in showdown that had the entire community on edge. It was Wangara FC of Iwaro Oka Akoko who emerged victorious, securing a narrow but decisive 1-0 win over Ibaka FC to lift the 2025 Akogun's Cup.
The ball goes out and to the play, another thing coming to Wangara FC quickly.
Osrc FC clinched third place in the competition, which showcased the passion and skills of local football talent. Awards were also presented to outstanding players, with Ayomide Gabriel named as best goalkeeper, Ali Sunday as best player, and Omosonya Victor clinching the highest goal scorer award. The final match was graced by prominent personalities, including the chairman of Ondo State Hospital Management Board, Dr. Victor Ategbule, Otumba Olamide Abdulwahab, Engineer Chris Agbede, Benga Ologun, and many others. Also in attendance were royal fathers, including the Olubaka of Okakoko, Oba Dr. Yusuf Adebori Adeleye, and Oba Ogunoye the Olushi of Owalushi Iwaro Oka, among others. The Olubaka of Okakoko, Oba Dr. Yusuf Adebori Adeleye, emphasized the tournament's role in fostering peace and discovering young talent.
You can see the two sides. The first position went to Iwaro. Then the second position came to Okaka. So it has brought the two communities together, and it's a way of promoting unity among our diverse people.
The sponsor of the tournament, Olubenga Omole, popularly known as Akogun, highlighted his inspiration and the vision behind hosting the tournament for 7 years running.
What inspired me is that I believe football is an avenue to empower the youth. All over the world, football is a multi-million-dollar business now, and when you look at it, it's a way, number one, to foster unity among the youth. You can see the mammoth crowd here today. Hardly will you see an event that can command this kind of crowd. Football is a business, and we are looking at that very seriously now. We are taking it very seriously now.
A player from the winning side, Wangara FC, expressed his excitement after the team's triumph and praised the initiative behind the tournament.
I feel excited and I feel happy because my team make me proud.
Beyond the excitement of the final whistle, the Akogun's Cup has become a symbol of unity, talent discovery, and youth empowerment in Oka Akoko as Wangara FC celebrates their one-nil victory. The legacy of Dr. Olugbenga Omoli's vision for community growth through sport continues to inspire year after year. Ayolua Tomiwa Adetunji.
With that sports, we have come to the end of the bulletin this evening. But before we go, let's take a look at the main points. Ondo State Governor Loki Aiyedatiwa has urged unity as All Progressives Congress APC leaders endorsed President Bola Tinubu for re-election, launching the Ondo State for Tinubu 2027 group. And that's it on the news at 7. Well, thank you for being a part of it. Good evening.